Hello, everyone. So continuing with ARK Invest's news, they've updated their price target for 2027. You see the headline here from their paper. ARK's expected value for Tesla in 2027 is $2,000 per share. By Tasha Keeney, Sam Corris, Daniel McGuire. ARK's updated open source Tesla models yields an expected value per share of $2,000 in 2027. The bull and bear cases tuned to the 75th and 25th percentile Monte Carlo outcomes respectively are approximately $2,500 and $1,400 per share as shown below. So their expected value right in the middle, $2,000 per share. The bear case, $1,400 per share, which is a 25% probability that Tesla could be worth $1,400 per share or less in 2027. And the bull case, $2,500 per share, and 25% probability that Tesla could be worth $2,500 per share or more in 2027. I like those numbers. Example, bear and bull outcomes. We do not provide a single bull or bear case because we dimension the bull and bear outcomes as the 75th and 25th percentile output from the simulation. Nonetheless, the table below presents what we believe are plausible examples for each. So they run all kinds of simulations and different numbers and then assign a probability to each outcome. And then based on that, they kind of make their price target. Now, I was confused at first with this chart here, with these example bear outcome and example bull outcome, especially this first line, cars sold. I was watching Matt Postius last night, and he was looking at this, and I think he thought that this was what they were selling per year, and so I kind of thought that too. But now thinking about it is the total. But it's confusing because, yeah, in 2022 they put 1.3, but this bear outcome for 2027 is very bullish, so it doesn't make sense. It would make sense that it's the total number of vehicles sold. That would be very bearish. Well, that doesn't seem right either, because they would have a lot more if they stay on track with 50% growth. They would have a lot more than 20.7 million cars on the road. So it's hard to say. I wish they would have spelled it out here. And I looked through the fine print too, and they didn't really say. But I guess based on this first column here, it looks like this is what it could be for their yearly sales. So 10.3 million sold in a year for their bear case, and 20.7 million cars sold in a year for their bull case. And that's quite bullish in both cases. Wish I could get a little clarity on that from ARK. Now here's their assumptions and inputs for autonomous ride hail. ARK has grown increasingly confident that Tesla will launch a robo-taxi service soon. Our updated Monte Carlo model includes a range of launch dates with late 2024 as the weighted average of all cases as shown below. So this is basically when they expect Tesla to solve autonomous driving. So they're given a 22% chance in 2023, the most likely scenario in 2024 with 33%, 30% in 2025, 13% in 2026, 3% in 2027. So they're basically saying this will be solved before 2028. There's 0% chance that it's solved in 2028 because the most likely case is that it's solved before that. And yeah, Elon did say that he expects it to be solved this year. He's been notorious for being overly optimistic, so let's say early 2024. Let's just say, 2024 looks plausible. As I've already looked through this paper, this is the big part of what's going to drive Tesla's price per share up higher, and that is what ARK Invest is basically modeling here. And then we got some safety numbers according to our research, adjusting for its use on surface streets only. Tesla full self-driving is 5 times safer than a manually driven Tesla. So on surface streets, a specific portion of driving, full self-driving is 5 times safer than a manually driven Tesla, and much safer than the national average from 2019. Stationary energy storage deployment. We expect Tesla to prioritize its vehicle business. To reflect this in this year's model, we scale its stationary energy storage business only as the vehicle business becomes scaling constrained. According to our analysis, energy storage should contribute $6.6 billion or 3% to Tesla's expected enterprise value in 2027. In ARK's expected value, around 16% of all battery capacity goes into stationary energy storage, and about 84% goes towards vehicles, resulting in 200 gigawatt hours of stationary energy storage deployed in 2027, as shown in the chart below. So yeah, Elon kind of made a comment along these lines, saying that he expects the energy storage business to be as big as the vehicle business based on the battery capacity used, not the financial aspect of it. And so ARC here is saying, yeah, the energy storage should contribute only 3% to the total enterprise value of Tesla in 2027. So it's not going to be a big portion of their value going forward. This chart shows that they do expect the deployments to go exponential. Basically nothing here in 2023 and ramping up very quickly to 2027. But like I said, not becoming huge as far as batteries deployed, but not a big part as far as the financial contribution to the value of Tesla. So this chart kind of models that expected value and how much each business will contribute to that portion. So energy storage, a very small expected value. Electric vehicle sales alone, electric vehicle with ride hail, and then electric vehicle with robotaxi. So that's the big portion in which we still need to solve autonomous driving to, get at this big portion of the expected value in 2027. And they note here, as Elon Musk has phrased it, autonomous ride hail probably will be the biggest asset value increase in history. Hang on to your Tesla shares, because you want to be there for that ride of the biggest asset value increase in history if they solve autonomous driving, which I think they will. So this colorful chart here shows how big a role the robotaxi plays in their price per share scenarios. Lower price on the left, higher price on the right. The best scenario is the skin colored model here, and this represents Tesla solving autonomous driving this year before the end of 2023. So if that happens, we get to the higher price share scenarios more quickly. There's a lot more scenarios that end up in this high price per share scenario the earlier we solve autonomous driving. So this is 2024 solving autonomous driving. Green is solving in 2025. Purple in 2026. So basically it shows that we want to solve autonomous driving as quickly as possible to get to these higher price per share scenarios. So their conclusion here, given the updates outlined in this article, ARC's price target for Tesla is $2,000 per share in 2027. Our bear and bull cases suggest that Tesla could be valued between $1,400 and $2,500 per share in 2027. We have published our simulation model on GitHub and invite readers to explore and test assumptions and or craft visualizations in the simulations. Well, I certainly hope ARC is correct in their models here. Even the bear case would not be too bad. If Tesla got to $1,400 per share, that would make me a millionaire in US dollar terms. So that'd be pretty sweet. Next, we got some tweets from Sawyer Merritt with some exciting news. So Queensland, Australia, a state with a population of 5.2 million, has announced a doubling in the size of rebates for electric vehicles to $6,000 and extended the eligibility threshold from $58,000 to $68,000. So good news there for Australians. And we also got some good news for Canadians. Tesla has introduced the Model Y rear-wheel drive in Canada for $59,990 Canadian. Also, all Model Y rear-wheel drive and Model Y long-range all-wheel drive vehicles now qualify for a $5,000 federal IZEV incentive. The $5,000 comes directly off the purchase price of the vehicle after tax. So yeah, previously only the base Model 3 qualified for this $5,000 Canadian incentive. So this is good news for Canada. They got more choices. The Model Y rear-wheel drive Previously was only available to businesses in the UK, which I did a video on just the other day, but now it's available in Canada. And it kind of makes me think that this battery, they don't have a lot of the batteries for this car, the long range batteries. So they're only introducing it to limited markets. Canada is not a huge market, so maybe that's why they're only introducing it in Canada and for businesses in the UK at the moment. But I'm sure as time goes on, they'll expand that offering to other markets. So those are my updates for this morning. Good news from ARK Invest with their updated price target. I hope they're correct, and would like to get more information on that chart there, detail how they expect the auto sales to go. My name's Evan Bertrand. This is the Evergreen channel. Subscribe if you like by clicking on the wheel, and thanks for watching.